Hi everybody. So I'm trying to figure out this whole video solution. People talk about transponders and reading from your own script on your phone, but it's either too slow or it's too fast. I don't know how these professionals do it. So I'm just gonna talk to you, and then I'm gonna read a little bit, and then I'm gonna talk to you, and then I'm gonna go back and forth, because I've tried the other way and it doesn't seem to be working for me. And I've had complaints about looking down, and people don't like that. I've had complaints about looking forward. People don't like that either. They don't like it either way. So sorry, some people aren't gonna like what I have to say. Some people aren't gonna like the way I'm doing the videos, and some people will be fine with it. So I'm just gonna be myself, and I'm gonna do the best that I can. Okay, so I'm sharing about transparency and authenticity. So my last few recordings were around transparency, about my journey and my healing journey, and where I've come to in the last few years in my development. And I realized in the last relationship that I had been in, it really deeply affected my work. And in the relationship before that, it also deeply affected my work. And what I've come to realize is that when we fall in love and we care about somebody, it's important not to lose ourselves. And what I realized that I had done is I lost myself, and I let myself be influenced by the man that died 4 years ago. He was incredibly loving, he was incredibly generous, he was incredibly giving, but he was also incredibly jealous. He was incredibly possessive. He was incredibly controlling. And there was a way about him that was very sarcastic. He would mock me, he would demean me, he diminished me, he insulted my work, he insulted my friends, he insulted the lifestyle that I had. And I know he didn't mean to hurt me, and I know he wasn't trying to be hurtful or dismissive to the people that I cared about, because it came down to his own journey. It came down to what he hadn't accepted, what he was uncomfortable with. He was intimidated by my work, and really I feel as though he wanted to do the work that I did, but he didn't have the training, he didn't have the experience, and he saw me as this amazing prize. It was like the greatest gift, the most profound experience and depth of love that he had ever experienced in this lifetime. And he couldn't own me. He couldn't control me. He knew I was free. And instead of accepting that I was free, he shamed me. And I still had to work on myself. I still was working on areas where I was looking for love. I was still working through my own feelings of abandonment and my own ability to just allow other people to be where they are. And instead of telling him to leave, which I did know, I was very clear after a powerful ceremony with women that I needed to tell him to go. And I didn't have the time that I needed to integrate from that experience. And we had a couple's journey the day after, and it was like it completely dismantled the awareness and the clarity that I had on the journey with the women, where he needed to just go. And instead, he stayed. And so what ended up happening is I suppressed myself, I suppressed my sexuality, I suppressed my work, and I wanted to make him happy. I wanted to make him feel secure. I wanted to make him feel safe and loved, and I didn't want to upset him. And I was really just tired of the criticism. I was tired of his high energy and jealousy of the lifestyle that I had. And instead of telling him to leave, I ended up taking on his shame. It wasn't something that I had planned to do at all. I was already free of shame. I had no shame whatsoever. I helped so many people with their own shame. But because he had such an enormous amount of it, instead of healing it, it ended up lingering in my own body. And so what I now am doing is working on releasing it. And I'm working with friends and peers and colleagues that are in the same field that I had been in before. And I'm talking 10 years ago. The work that I had been in for 10 years ago and prior, I was working as a Tantra healer, a sex and intimacy coach, and a Tantra teacher. And as you all know, the work that I do today is also incredibly beautiful. I do work more around nervous system regulation, attachment healing, plant medicine therapy and integration, somatic therapy, breath work, sound healing, and gentle energy work, gentle emotional processing, anxiety, trauma, depression, deeper emotional processes. And what I see is that there's going to be an integration. There's going to be a phase of integration, and I don't know what's going to happen after I let go of what happened in the past. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to be that same person. I am going to be a more powerful and integrated version of who it is that I'm meant to be. And I'm most likely going to integrate a little bit of the past and the present together in the way that I offer and serve my work to the world. And I just wanted to just continue to be transparent that I'm a human being and I made a mistake. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're all humans. And what I'm doing now is just to continue to be authentic, to continue to be real, to continue to work on myself. I'm going to have events coming up soon. I'm working on having another ceremony coming up soon. I'm going to be having a breathwork and sound healing event. I'm working on having some Reiki shares. And I'm probably going to do Cuddle Yoga again, which was a brand that I had created many years ago. Probably, I'm talking 15, 20 years ago. And it's a practice of connection and healing in a circle, in a group of people, with a group of people. And I'm taking on yoga again, which I hadn't done in a while. I'm a yoga teacher. I miss that. So I'm taking on yoga again. I'm teaching my meditation. I'm doing my emotional process work. And I'm offering healing in a deeper, more profound way than I ever have before. And as I let go of what happened in the past, as I reclaim myself and I allow myself to receive healing without becoming attached and just allow the healing to take place as a healing session, miracles will happen, as we all know. So I didn't read the script because I'm having a hard time with the transponder and being able to read it from here. So I'm just telling you as much as I could remember of what I was wanting to share. And I hope this makes sense to you. I hope you understand. And I look forward to supporting you. And I look forward to continuing to share this journey. And as I continue to evolve, I do have a book that I'm working on, a memoir. It's my first memoir. I've never written a memoir like this. I've written nonfiction books and instructional how-to books, but never a memoir. So, and I will be sharing more about my other books as well. And I'm hoping as I continue this process, I'm going to be stepping into other leadership roles that I will let you all know. Okay, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for listening. If you did listen to this whole thing, and I will speak with you soon. Namaste.